What's up, buds? It's Fly High FPV, and today we're going on another adventure. I want to call today the O4 Play Day. A lot of the pilots have just gotten O4 this week or so, and they're just getting their hands on it and starting to play with it and get a feel for what it's capable of. Most of us have been doing it at home alone by ourselves though, and it's been awesome. The range and gains are ridiculous. The latency gains are even better. It's really impressive. But today we have new questions that need to be answered. We want to know, how does it play well with others? We've been flying 40 megahertz mode and flying 3 pilots at a time without problem. Now we got a 60 megahertz mode, and it's got 3 channels again. So can we fly 3 pilots at the same time on 60 megahertz at full power? We're going to find out today. Other questions about the race mode too. Race mode looks good because it's got a potential to come in and clean up a lot of the signal problems that we have before. Cleans up the carriers so that they're not blasting on R6, gets everybody in line. And you guys know I'm not much of a racer, I'm a freestyle guy first, but still we want to know how that's going to affect the freestyle community and how race mode is going to impact them. Having 8 channels again, but being able to go up to high power levels, I want to know, how many pilots we can fit in together in maximum power. I was playing with race mode and I could turn it on to 40 megahertz and 1200 milliwatts, which is previously 40 megahertz only allowed 3 pilots. So if we've got this race mode, how many pilots are we able to get up at the same time if we use those settings? That's really important to me. I want to know because it potential clean things up and make it easier to fly with analog pilots and HG0 and other mixed flights. And so that's really interesting to me to see how we can work with that. Because if we can put somebody on every other channel and have 4 pilots up, that's better than what we've been doing with 60 megahertz, right? And if we can get 8 pilots up, that's incredible. I think that's doubtful, but that's what we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask the questions that they have not answered, and we're gonna find out real soon. So stay tuned. If you have questions about O4, throw them down in the comments below. Let me know what your questions are, and I'll do my best to answer them. I've only just started playing with it myself, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's crazy. Just the math on it. I think Matt's Tech said that the power amplifiers, add them all up, it's got more than twice as much power as the O3 did, and that equates to 40% more range just mathematically, based on the theoretical power outputs. And so that's even not including any advances in transmission technology. It's just 40% more transmission range, which is fucking awesome. I love it. Camera's a little huge. VTX is smaller. I love that. It's like a millimeter too shorter. I might actually be able to start putting my receivers back on top again. But yeah, gonna find out real soon. Oh, the spot for today is sick. It's actually a map in Velocitron. We call it the Concrete Jungle Gym. It's also known as the Shelby Ironworks. But yeah, you can fly this spot all lit up in the sim and get your practice on. If you can't come to Alabama and fly it with me, that's gonna have to be the best you can do. Crazy fun spot though, and I've got my new Tria loaded up with O4, and I'm gonna send it. And if I smash that mother, then I've got a Marmot with O3 for backup, and we'll send that one too. Really excited to see all the boys. I got some prizes to give away. I've got some Gem Fan bags, volunteer bags for Castle Crash. It's been a long time since I've seen some of my boys from Georgia, but they're coming out to fly with me today, so we're gonna meet up, hand off some bags. sponsoring Castle Crash year after year after year. And let's go. I want to fly some drones. I guess I got another hour of driving, but you guys can take the shortcut. It's Birmingham. So hey, Birmingham. Look at those golden balls. You see that building, the big tall one up there with the diamonds on the top? You want to see me dive that building, you can check this video right here. Out here at the Concrete Jungle Gym. Got this beautiful poison ivy. And a propeller. Because everybody needs more props in their life. Smiling, happy faces. Just a leaf. I hear it. Just a leaf.
What does this go to?
What's up, baby? Hope you having a good day. You are now tuned in to WGRZ Live, and we got all that funky shit for you.
See how much the overlap is there.
That's what we're here to do today, boys.
I think two might get a little overlap.
My goal for today is to do O4 testing and see how bad the channel management is, or how good it is. So 60 megahertz next to O3 on 40 megahertz. Channel 2 and channel 1, no problem. Just don't stick your quad in the other pilot's face and you should be okay. So on race mode, it's going to kick me out of 60 megahertz and put me on either 20 or 40 megahertz.
And my hand.
I'm going to do 40 megahertz, 1200 milliwatts. If you don't mind me experimenting with you,
build a rat.
could you put yourself right on one, race one, and then I'll
Race?
or
So
just no 40 megahertz channel 1.
Out of the one when it's 1, 2, 3?
Yeah. Because I figure if you go down to 1, I can start up at 8 and work my way down and see how low I got to go before it's a pain.
You're gonna see if you can like
See how close I can get to them. Because no, race is theoretically capable of 8 channels. Yep. Probably not at 40 megahertz at 1200.
Okay, so you're gonna see if you can go to like 2 if it'll work, or go to 3 and it'll work.
Right,
Okay.
right. How do I have to go to 4?
Gotcha.
Would it change anything if you had more people?
yes and no. More noise is more chaos. You could be getting it from both ends instead of just from one.
I think you still have to see if you can race at 40 with the full amount of people in the air.
That. Can you get 40?
I
mean, can you get 8 pilots up at 40 megahertz?
That would be fucking dope.
Can you get 4 pilots up at 40 megahertz?
That's
I
fucking
don't know.
sick. That could change everything.
If you can get all 8 pilots up at 40, then that would be a pretty big deal.
Here's
That
the
was
thing.
the theory behind it, though.
With race mode, I'm getting more range with race mode than I was getting on O3.
Are you? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So it's already more range than I'm used to getting. So I'm like, okay, in that case, wouldn't I just jump on race mode, take the lower latency?
I mean, that would be a huge boon for events
saying?
too. I mean, think about it. You know, your flight lines would be a lot bigger on DJI than they would be before.
No, what it is you need to start building
So
those jets.
if you could have like 8 people in the air,
those, like
those
those
walls at a
Right.
certain time, that would fucking be awesome.
Now greetings to the world. Vice of the one big gangzilla alongside Skrillex. Them for no. Ooh-wee. Ow. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. Mash up the place. And make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
Alright, so if you are a freestyle pilot and you want the lowest latency possible, but you want to fly with a gang of friends, we figured out race mode will work. 40 megahertz, 1200 milliwatts, and you can get 3 pilots in the air successfully. You're going to want to put them on channels 1, 4, and 8. to get that channel separation. It's basically mimicking what we're already doing on 40 megahertz mode with the 1, 2, and 3. And it works great. I don't think you're gonna be able to get 4 pilots up like that though. Not at those extreme power levels, but it is good news because that means we can just continue flying 3 pilots like we had, but do it on O4 race mode. You'll get even lower latency and longer range than we had in the past. So win, win, win. Did you get to see the O4 today?
Got to see it, yeah.
What did it look like?
It looks good.
Do you want it?
I want one.
What about you? You've got O4 Lite and Pro, eh?
I got 3 lights and a Pro. It's not even been a week. It's pretty game changing, to be honest with you.
What's your opinion? What do you think about it? For people that've been flying O3s?
Man, the latency is just like significantly better. It's just what we've been missing.
Did you get to see it yet?
I thought it looked unbelievable. I thought it looked better than anything I've seen.
Better
Literally,
than
I mean, it
anything
was
you've seen?
brighter. There was no connection issues. It's 40% more distance. I mean, come on, let's do this. I'm ready for it. I just don't want to spend that $500 on the goggles. But I'm gonna start saving. Let's get this shit done.
You got the V2 goggles?
Yeah, but
The struggle.
hey, I almost struggle till I get them. You know how it goes.
Petition DJI. We want backwards compatibility.
Yes, please. But I mean, until then, I'll save up and get them. I mean, it is what it is, right? Let's do this shit.
Yeah, it's either that or the N3.
No, I ain't doing box goggles. Screw that. I did that with analog. I ain't
No
going
60
back there. I
hertz.
don't even want to look at analog after going to digital. You know how that is.
I do. Thank you, Tommy B.
No, thank you, Dave. You're the man.
Did you get to experience O4 today?
I did. I watched it on the screen. I didn't get the chance to see it in my goggles, but I will one day. That's for sure. When it's not so damn cold.
What did you think about it?
The experience it looks like low latency to me, and the screen looked crystal clear.
You've been flying the Avata 1,
Yeah.
and so that's like the O3 system. So you're going O3 to O4 as
So
well.
Avata 2
is just like the O4.
is just like that.
Have you got an Avata 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've seen it already. You've been ahead of the curve. Early adopter over here, Mr. Philip Koshat.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out the Chat Show.
Yeah.
When's the Chat Show and where can we find you?
It should be tomorrow night. I didn't have a show. I was supposed to have a show last Monday, but being sick and everything, I didn't have one. So.
Monday nights on YouTube, the Chat Show. Check them out. All kinds of drones. All drones welcome. Even they even let you watch plastic drones on that channel.
Yeah, we don't even talk about drones half the time.
Did you get to experience O4 today?
I did. It looked great.
What do you think?
I definitely want one at this point. It's just a matter of another week or two before I get the money.
Just waiting for the paycheck.
Yeah, that's right.
What did you get to try it yet?
I got to watch you fly my frame with it in it.
Oh yeah, Kitsune.
It was great.
It was pretty fun flying too. Have you you got any aspirations for O4?
I have one.
You got one.
I have one.
Which goggles are you running?
I traded an entire O3 build 5-inch for a set of goggles, so I have goggles to do now too.
Okay, all the way. 60 megahertz is legit.
Yeah, but I'm still glad I skipped O3 and getting dragged along for another $300 plus every time I bought another O3.
The change up is rough.
Yeah. Well,
But it's been a good 2 years, man.
It is. If they can get Vista on the Goggles 3, or if they can get O4 on my V2 original FPV, that would be best.
Bridge the gap for us, DJI. We need compatibility because we want to be able to fly all of our stuff with one set of goggles, and we don't want to have to use the old goggles to fly the old and the new goggles to fly the new, because we've got a whole bunch of quads. How many quads do you have?
diversity stuff now.
How many quads you got, bro?
So over 17.
Over 17 quads. Help us out, DJI.
Please.
Please.
I don't want to have to transition an entire fleet to one system or another. Just make it so I can fly everything on the one goggles that you have.
And you're flying, you got HD0 you're using right now. You got Walksnail?
I do have a Walksnail VRX at home too.
And you fly analog?
Yep.
And DJI?
Yep.
V2 and G3?
Yep.
Please help this man out. He's got neck problems.
Dave, you do you.
All right, so my take on O4 is it's fucking ridiculous. It's more range, like 40% more range. That's all I really need. The lower latency is tits too. I'm finding that race mode has so much more range and penetration than O3 had that I'm preferring to just run race mode, get the 15 milliseconds low latency and more range than I had before. And if I need the most range possible, then I'll jump out of race mode and go to back to 60 megahertz. But we did a lot of tests today. We tested O3 versus O4, where on the same channels at the same time. 60 megahertz, it looks like we're gonna have no problem flying 3 pilots, just like we did on 40 megahertz before. So that's gonna be a nice, easy transition for us. For flying with analog, we were able to do race mode on channel. We had an analog pilot on 1, and we put the race mode O4 Pro on channel 4, and it went no problem. Kick it down to channel 3, as you could see a little bit of interference, but it was no problem. Move it down to channel 2, and it blew them out. Now this is not just regular race mode. This is race mode on 40 megahertz, 1200 milliwatts. This is cranked up to the max. I'm a freestyle pilot. I want the lowest latency mode is what I'm calling it. But it stands to promise that you could still get 3 pilots in the air with that and no problem, the full power mode. So that's very, very promising for us. That's what we want is lots and lots of that. I flew the Lite as well. Very impressive too. Tiny little guy. Camera quality is pretty good. The one thing I will say is do not fly it in 16:9. I felt nauseated when I first started to, because it felt so cropped in and zoomed in. And as soon as I flipped it out of 16:9 and back to 4:3, you get the little letterbox on the side, but you get all the visual above and below, and that's really, really important to me anyway. I want to see everything, especially above and below me, because I'm diving into stuff, and yeah, really, really important. And 16:9 doesn't actually make anything any wider. You don't see more image to the sides. You just cut it off the tops and the bottoms. So yeah, definitely win-win-wins today. Loving the new system and freezing our fingers off.